Kyle here from allmeatreviews.blogspot.com. Quick video today because I've just been busy and I haven't been able to do a lot of the prep for the videos I want to make. So I think I probably will, because it's like waiting for. I will make a vinyl update record store day video on my own. The wife just doesn't. It's not on her mind, even though she bought a bunch of stuff too. I'll just do my own, but I'm not doing that today either. So I'm just going to show a couple CDs that I got recently. The biggest one is this. This is this Kevin Gilbert Giraffe from the State. They had a limited number of replica Giraffe jewel case, version. Let's see if I can get this part off here. It says here on the sheet that came with it. It's a replica of the original The Power of Suggestion from 1987. And they're numbered, so here's my number. I have number, it wasn't exactly cheap, specifically for a CD, but I have number 142. I always have glare on there, of course, right there, the 142. So, yeah, I mean, it has the Because of You 11th hour mix, that's 9 minutes and 20 seconds, Her Heart is a Quick Drum included. But yeah, this is, it's, I don't know sonically how much it really compares to the one that the remasters that came out, but I'd love to get an original, but this is how it literally came in. I don't know how often I would even consider playing this, but the winter of 1987. Recorded in Sunnyvale during the winter of 1987. So that whole thing about 1988, forming in 1988, was actually wrong, but 87, 88. So, but yeah, I love this record, Power of Suggestion. I still think I like The View from Here slightly more, but there's definitely, this has grown on me a lot. A little bit like the first Foles album, the second Foles album, Antidotes, and which someday I'll make a Foles video soon, hopefully. And I love Total Life Forever. I can't see I like that more than Antidotes, but Antidotes is so good. It's grown on me and just enjoyed it more. And this record, I've just grown to enjoy more and more. So, but yeah, Giraffe, the replica, original 1987 replica CD, right? Manufactured in 88, rather. The first independent album ever released on CD, also. So, as it shows there. So the other CD I did pick up from the Bandcamp, I think it was on Bandcamp Friday even. The British band, they're called Azure, A-Z-U-R-E. And it's definitely become one of my favorite records from 2021. Kind of lost a little steam over the last, say, week and a half. I haven't been listening to it as much as when I first checked it out a couple weeks back. But it's prog rock of a sort. I mentioned them before. I mean, them and A Formal Horse are kind of my two biggest finds. They're both British. But it's not prog rock in the sense it doesn't sound like modern prog exactly, like your, Beardfish or Big Big Train, Retro or Transatlantic even. Musically, it's more in common with Thank You Scientists and Caddisfly. A friend of mine that's actually from town here in Minnesota sent me a direct message on the Dream Theater forums about it, knowing that I'm a big Caddisfly fan. It's not this one friend of mine who's a huge Caddisfly fan in town here, but he just happens to also be local. He knew I was a huge Caddisfly fan, and there's some similarities to Caddisfly. The song, the title of the album is called "Of Brine and Angels," isn't that it? Of Brine and Angels' Beaks. Brine. They talk about Brine in the Family Crest record, of course, Beneath the Brine. But the track here is called "A Sailor Will Learn." That song is just so good. The vocal style on this album is definitely unusual, but at the same time it's unique in a way, and there's enough melodic sense that if you listen to it enough and you enjoy the music enough, the vocals might grow on you enough. That being said, Darla Farmer was a band that kind of like that, where I never fully got embraced the vocal style, even though I learned to accept it, but it didn't have as much staying power. I don't know. Azure, I think this will have a little more staying power than that, but who knows? They have a couple other records, a previous like EP that was this one song that was like 20 some odd minutes that I've yet to listen to still on their Bandcamp page. So, but yeah, this album it's very good. It's got a lot of good dynamics. It's kind of quirky. I mean, I don't know, and it gets heavy at times, and it gets almost math rocky at points. It's kind of all over the place in a way, but unlike Thank You Scientist, with Thank You Scientist, I was won over enough, but I still haven't like been floored by them the way so many people are. They don't. The songs aren't excessively long, is more of what I'm trying to say. Whereas Thank You Scientist, sometimes they'll go on for like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minutes, and it's just all over the place. This album and this songs, while they do go in different areas, I really think it's the vocals. If the vocals get digested enough, the music can become that much better. And, overall I'd say it is. It flows pretty well. But I'm not addicted to it completely. The last track, I think the last 2 tracks, The Jellyfish is good, but I don't know, I kind of got the sense after a cup of Poison, the album could have ended, so. But anyway, I'm still kind of taking it in more, and it certainly will be on my end of year list. Not sure where it will fall. It may go up, because I was blown away by it a little bit. It may, but there's the track list I can show you. It's got some weird titles. Titles kind of remind me of that band with Jeff Zampillo. Why am I spacing on that? I initially did like them, and then the vocal style started to bug me too much because of the screaming. There's no screaming on this. It's just... what am I thinking of? Amio Toko 1, The Curse, and then there's Amio Toko 2, Cloudburst. So, but yeah, who was the other band? There was one other band that I was thinking this reminded me. Oh, Jolly. They're a little bit like Jolly, too, which is another band that, well, it's not the vocal style necessarily entirely, but I wanted to like more than I did, but I still kind of appreciated enough to understand why people like them. So, but yeah, Azure, I don't know, Azure, I don't know if how much momentum they'll be able to get, but they could find more of an audience if enough people heard them, But anyway, so those are the 2 CDs that I picked up, recently, Giraffe, and I got some pre-orders. The new Sculptured album's coming soon. I pre-ordered, of course, Pepe Deluxe's new album. Dream Theater, of course, new album's coming out. The new Between the Buried and Me, I'll say this. I've listened to a little bit of it, and it's getting a lot of praise. It's Colors too. I love Colors. Clearly, to me, their best record, my favorite record, and the sad thing is they haven't made an album even close to as good since. The albums before Colors were probably all better since the albums have come since Colors. But it's amazing how many comments of people, even in my position, where they really kind of just jump ship on Between the Buried and Me, or just don't really think of them the same way since Colors, are praising Colors too. So I haven't had the time for Mentality and other things. I'm trying to listen to other music. I haven't really spent the time, not in the mood for extreme metal, but I can't deny I'm kicking myself because I need to listen to that record and more of it. The first couple of songs were okay, but the last few records had some okay songs and nice moments. Colors is a sort of a masterpiece that was sort of, I don't know, it came at the right time. It flowed so well together. White Walls, Answer the Sky, what's it called? Not Sea of Tranquility. There's some of the best moments Between the Buried and Me ever did on that album, and the screaming didn't really bug me enough where it kind of grated on me. And more of the problem I have is not the screaming, but it's sort of the prog wanking and sort of, here's Dream Theater, here's we like this Dream Theater song, we're going to sound like this part, or just, so, I don't know, people are loving it, so I'm going to have to give it and see if the hype is even half as justified as it, maybe it will be, and we'll be looking at Colors too as Album of the Year contender. It'll pass up some of my favorites from this year, like Ours and Kevin Gilbert and stuff like that, so... But, I don't expect it to happen, but, sometimes I love it when I'm wrong and it turns out the hype actually is justified. So, anyway, but thank you for watching. What do you think of these 2 albums? Probably most people don't know who they are, but thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.